Morning guys, Karen here at Rainbow Meadows, and some of you about a year ago saw a post utilizing this boy Jester to demonstrate sheath cleaning that is necessary for geldings that are obviously not involved in breeding. It's a medical procedure that needs to be done no less than annually. Well, Jester is a guy that needs it done a little more frequently. So we are here and we like this product, which is just simply Dawn. We also sometimes use Excalibur, which is a tea tree oil product, but this works just beautifully. Last time I did it, somebody complained that I didn't have gloves on. I don't generally use gloves, but for those of you who are worried, I have a glove on. So we're going to be cleaning his sheath. We're also going to be cleaning, obviously, the exterior of his penis. And then we're going to be checking for any presence of what is called beans, which is an accumulation of oil and dirt and skin cells. So let's get started. So we just use plain on holes, and I like to use it with a sprayer nozzle just for the intensity of the water. Some horses will not tolerate that well, but this guy does not mind a bit. We just put some water up in there and allow a little, if you will, hydrotherapy, a little loosening of the tissues, the various cells that are in there. Just again using Dawn soap, going up on the inside. Oh, and you can tell he loves this. This is not a horse that you have to worry about saying no. He loves this process. I'm sure it's itchy up in there after the summertime. And so he is very happy that this is occurring. I don't know if you can see his nose or not, but I imagine he's flexing his muzzle, telling me, yes, please, yes, please. So he again has been cleaned a couple of times this year, but even so, you can see some of this debris that is coming out. Again, we refer to that as just dirt or smegma, and that has to be cleaned out on a regular basis. So you have to get all of that stuff loose. Then you give him a chance to just enjoy it. And you can see how deep my arm goes up. I'm probably in about that deep.
Okay.
And we're not done yet.
Stop.
Don't fall over, please. Not with me over here. I'm going to go back in and check for any residual debris, which there is some still up in there. See, I have to lift my leg up too.
Hurry.
Oh, yeah. Good boy. Good boy, yeah.
Three.
So if you have a horse that comes up, especially a boy, but it can also be a mare, that comes up and turns its butt to you, there's likely that it's asking you to scratch its butt. But don't just think that it's here exclusively. With both mares who have teats and then our geldings, which have sheaths that get dirty, these things have to be cleaned on a routine basis. So if they're coming up to you or if they're showing signs of tail rubbing, you can see a little bit of these tail hairs that are broken, which told me that he was scratching. You need to feel up inside the areas that they can't get to help themselves and get that area clean for him. And so he told me very clearly he was... The other thing you can do while you're doing this is make sure there are no tumors developing inside the sheath or on the penis itself, which can become problematic, and it's often not uncommon for horses that are painted. They have pink skin and black skin, and so that pink skin makes them more vulnerable to tumors and sun damage. So you have to check that as well. Okay, now I'm going to have you go to the other
Great.
So getting a horse to release their penis, sometimes they don't want to, and sometimes they'll release it easily. Right now he's kind of keeping it up in there, but I can feel in the area which is referred to as the diverticulum, it's kind of a hole on either side of the urethra, that he has no beans. But he's enjoying this. You can see it from his nose. His face is stretched out a little bit. It's like, yes, please, keep going. I don't care. But he's not wanting to release his penis to me to bring it out, so I'm cleaning it on the inside instead of on the outside. And again, you can see a lot of the debris. Even despite cleaning and washing, there's still debris there. We're going to go in with a little more Dawn. Okay. Going back in with some Dawn, as I mentioned, and making sure I get all the debris out of this area. So he has no itches that make him a little bit uncomfortable. Again, despite 3 or 4 rinses now, there's still debris up in there that I'm trying to get out of there. So we won't get it pristine probably because you can't see it, visualize it, so we have to use our hands. But I think we're pretty close to the end. Good boy. Oh, good boy.
He's wanting so bad to groom me.
Does it feel so good? One last check for any remaining debris. Got a little bit of soap in there. I want to be sure that's cleaned out. So I'm not going to stop until I have no evidence of any soap. Horses are more hypersensitive to chemicals in any of the products that we use, so we want to be sure we don't leave any residue up in there. Now Jester enjoys this so much that even though he's clean and there's no evidence in there of any debris, he'll probably come up to me in another hour and ask me to clean his sheath again. So you have some enthusiastic boys, and then you have some that are resistant, but you just have to do your job.